What happened to Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably have more updated news than I do here, but
Yeah. So as of yesterday, for everybody knows, especially in the TikTok world, Matthew Perry passed away. Matthew Perry is the one of the staple characters of the '90s sitcom Friends. He played the
54.
character, huh?
54, man.
54 years old, very young. The scary thing about that is we're literally a hop skip away from being 54, and that scares me, you know. But then again,
Was there any foul
he
play? What's going on?
well, so he had a heart attack, basically.
Oh, wow.
Um, and that happened from what was being said while he was in his jacuzzi, in his pool, whatever, at his house.
Hmm.
And I guess his manager or assistant found him.
Hmm.
You know,
Where you? I'm not. That makes me curious. Where'd you get a heart attack? From the news, obviously.
yeah,
But
online, yeah. It
like
was on the
how
news. It
long
was all
ago?
over
How long ago?
last night.
More than 7 hours ago.
Oh yeah. Why? What's it saying now?
That's funny because the news that I'm getting, like the latest one, quote unquote, is like 7 hours ago, and the news that I'm getting from CNN Entertainment here is that they're still investigating the death.
I got that. That was already announced as of yesterday, as of last night. Cardiac arrest.
And no foul play is suspected.
Yeah, there's no suspicion of foul play or drugs in the area. See, Matthew Perry had a lot of demons that he's been battling all throughout his life. Not all throughout his life, actually. Ever since the '90s, since he started with Friends, you know, since the fruition of the TV show Friends in the almost the mid '90s, 1993, '94, I think, he's battled his addiction, and it's a severe addiction with drugs and alcoholism.
Mm.
You know, and throughout his life, he's been in and out of rehab. From what the article said, about 15 times already. You know, and then he's also had multiple surgeries where apparently he's abused alcohol and drugs so much that it really messed up with his stomach.
Let me read you what I got here. The medical examiner updated his online record for Perry on Sunday afternoon, listing his cause of death as deferred. In cases where the cause of death cannot be determined at the time of the autopsy, a deferred certificate will be issued until additional studies have been completed, according to the LA Coroner's Office guidelines. It's just funny that the news that I'm getting is still saying that there's no specific cause of death yet. But yeah, it does mention that there's no foul play. But cause of death is not mentioned specifically as heart attack as confidently as you have.
Yeah. From the get go, from what I heard, it was cardiac arrest, and he I guess he was sitting at the far edge of his pool, based on how he was floating around, that he just wasn't able to get back out to get help into to get out of the pool or the jacuzzi to get help. So, and he was alone there, you know.
But like not one of those dramatic explanations again about depression and.
Well, he's definitely had depression. I mean, he was, like I said, he was battling his demons for a long time, you know. And what's even worse is it's just within the last year or so that it looks like he has finally conquered his demons, you know. He ended up writing an all-out biography book, basically, and he explained everything, you know, the pros and cons of being famous, you know, what he experienced out of his career with Friends, and the battle of addiction that he was going through. And it was really, really sad that he actually admitted at one point of his life that he doesn't remember like an entire 2 years of his life. Those, I think, season 3 and 4 of Friends, while he was filming, he can't recollect anything about it. For some reason, it skips over. He's like saying,
So just to put another cherry on top of this article, the title of the article that I'm reading that was published 7 hours ago, medical examiner indicates additional investigation required in death of actor Matthew Perry.
Right. And it's like one thing I've noticed on social media, like, to be honest with you, like a lot of people out there, it kind of affected me a lot more than I thought really. I was kidding myself.
What are you talking about?
Thinking that it's not going to affect me, huh?
His death? What are you talking about?
Yeah, his death. Because he had he helped me out, to be honest. I mean, those times in the 90s was a rough time in my life.
From watching reruns? From watching Friends?
Yeah, I mean, I was going through depression. See, that was like after high school for me.
How did he help you out? You mean like reading about him?
No, just what the show itself helped me out. And my favorite character was him, Chandler Bing, in Friends. Every time I was feeling down and depressed, honestly, I would just pop in the DVD and watch Friends. And it was a guaranteed uplifting moment for me, at least for that very moment. It made me laugh. It made me forget about my problems. And it kind of let me relax and give clarity, So
yeah, there's a rhythm to the show that's relaxing.
There is. I mean, I don't know how much of a fan was you, but I was a huge fan.
Piped in laughter.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. The piped in laughter. I mean, I was such a huge fan that every time a new season would come out on DVD, I would make sure to take the day off, line up at the store, buy the DVD, go home, and binge watch the whole season the whole day. Even though I've seen it so much, I can hear my daughter watching it. Like if she's watching in the kitchen, for example, I could tell what season it is and what episode it is and what the story is about.
Oh wow!
Episode's about. Yeah, I've seen those 10 seasons at least, I don't know, 20 times already.
Yeah. Like I said,
even up to now, it's a go-to show for me that if I need a guaranteed laugh or a guaranteed relatable moment, I'd watch that show.
It's a classic, like a classic song. Oh, which reminds me, it's a joke from my son. What's Beethoven's favorite fruit?
What?
Or what does Beethoven like to eat?
Okay.
Banana no. Banana no. Banana no. But going back to Friends, though, yeah. So I'm more of a Seinfeld fan because of I guess Seinfeld's voice and his jokes or whatever. Yeah. But going back to Friends, if I had to choose a character for me, it's Joey Tribbiani.
Oh yeah, I love Joey too.
That's my.
How you doing?
That's my character.
Yeah. Well, it was both of them really for me, but Chandler mainly for me. Like I said, throughout the 90s, I graduated high school. I was trying to figure out what to do with my life. That was the time where I was actually drinking a lot as well and into drugs a lot. I was working at a club promoting as well at the same time.
I'm still trying to figure out what to do with my life. Maybe I should be on drugs. Does that help? Is there a drug? Is there a drug for that?
It kind of helps a little because it kind of gave me perspective with life.
Is there
a drug I want to die or no?
Is there a drug that I could take to figure out my life?
Right.
Like, maybe I should do that.
Kick her up and kick in the ass, So every time I would feel down, I would pop in the show and just watch it. It was a guaranteed laugh for me, and it was
that's the thing.
Very relaxing.
Let me interrupt you with that. That's the thing for me. It's like it's good that you even recognize that you're down, and then you know what you could do about it, right?
Right.
But there's some people, myself included, like it's like, are you okay? Yeah, fine. I'm good.
Right.
And then like, are you sad? Nah, fine. I'm good. It's all good.
There's a difference there. What you're doing is denial.